everyone's played Sonic, which is exactly why there's so many opinions about it to begin with, which we'll get more to later. Alright, now here we go. It's time to lay it out for all you internet fanboys once and for all. Sonic is not all about speed.
What?
But when you break it down to it, Sonic is just about good platforming. Is this fast? What about this? And certainly not this.
No, just no, Craig. Maybe back in the early 90s, but things changed. Platforming is Mario's domain, so just let him have it. I know a good majority of you probably do believe that's what made Sonic fun, but just not to me. Honestly, I get really annoyed in a Sonic game when it just won't get out of the way and let Sonic run fast. But I'll admit that, all of Sonic's adventures in the third dimension have mainly been a bust. But he is about speed, and why would you want to slow him down? Come on, let me show you what you've been missing out on.
Go, 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 gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go faster, 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 faster! Moving at speed of sound, they try quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation. No time for relaxation. Don't wait, don't think, just go, 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 go. Sonic, he's on the run. Sonic, he's number one. Sonic, he's coming next, so watch out for Sonic. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 faster. Sonic, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 Sonic X.
Now come and join me as we take a look at Sonic's latest game, Sonic Generations. The story in Sonic Generations is amazingly refreshing. Sonic's no longer exploring the possibilities of furry love of a human princess, and his cast of characters has been streamlined to just perfection. I can't even begin to tell you how just relieved I am with the tone of this game. A strange new enemy has appeared out of nowhere and it's destroying time and space, and it's up to Sonic from yesterday and the Sonic of today to stop this new threat and save their friends. Thankfully, this time around there won't be any furry-rific scenes of Sonic frolicking in a field with the Princess of Soliana. This game does a very good job just recapturing what made the old Sonic games very fun to play. The voice acting in this game is actually good. That's actually saying a lot about a Sonic game. For once, Tails actually sounds like a boy, and I know it's crazy having a boy sound like a boy. But for some sick reason, for a long time, Sega had been completely against this idea, inspiring many fans to write some, let's just say, confusing fanfics. Matter of fact, let's not even ask how I know about these. Sega takes full advantage of having two Sonics by splitting each zone into two different acts, and at any given time while in Sonic Generations, I guess you could call it a world map, or actually more appropriately an interactive selection screen, or even a hub. At any time you can switch between classic Sonic and modern Sonic and play two entirely different versions of the same level. Classic Sonic emphasizes Stuttering Craig's taste for the world of 2D platforming, and modern Sonic fills my need for speed. Unlike Sonic 4's clunky controls. Which I still don't get, how the hell did they manage to mess up the controls of a 2D game? Classic Sonic feels exactly like Classic Sonic. All the stages are all about well-timed jumps and spurts of speedy goodness. It feels good being able to do the spin dash again, which was Sonic's leap to the third dimension, ended up being cut from his list of moves. Modern Sonic, on the other hand, is a whole nother beast to control. For years, Sega's been struggling to figure out exactly how to handle Sonic when he's on a home console, and who would have thought that a 2D/3D hybrid DS game titled Sonic Rush would have given them their answer. Just press forward and strap in. Modern Sonic plays completely different from classic Sonic. While classic Sonic's all about taking your well-timed jumps, modern Sonic is all about not slowing down. You can literally complete most modern Sonic stages without ever having to stop for more than a second. Like Sonic even needed to go any faster, but thankfully Sega thought he did, and they've listed Sonic's dash attack from his DS adventures and incorporated it into this game to replace both his spin attack and give Sonic a drastic boost in speed. However, some of Sonic's newer moves, like his lightspeed dash, have been removed and only appear in certain levels, while certain questionable additions have stayed in the game, like the ability to do tricks to build up your dash gauge when in the air. Collecting rings and defeating enemies already build your boost gauge, so what's the point? Every level in Sonic Generations is based off a previous level in Sonic's career, and since we're at a point where we've had modern Sonic longer than we've had classic, it's interesting to see the more recent levels in Sonic games and how they would look if they were reimagined as 2D playgrounds. Each level is designed well for each version of Sonic, but sadly, no matter how well the levels are designed, there are still some hiccups. With classic Sonic, it's rare, but it does happen, where sometimes if you stand in the wrong spot, the camera will flip on you, completely reversing your controls and successfully stopping all your forward momentum. With modern Sonic, the problems are twofold. First, never try to turn around. The moment you try to turn around and explore the few open areas there are, you'll soon realize that walking any other direction besides forward was probably the last thing on Sega's mind. For some strange reason, they even made it a point to, in certain areas, encourage you to walk around to explore in order to find an extra life or a thing of extra coins, like who cares, which could have been easily added in on the main course and not require you to slow down in the least. And second, sometimes a little warning would be nice. Often Sonic will be going so fast you'll have a little time to react to potential dangers or speed traps. So get ready to hit retry a couple of times because the game gives you very little warning for when maybe you might want to slow down a bit. But when it works, which is 90% of the time, the game is firing it on all cylinders. Is this game perfect? No, there are some problems with it. Like, for some odd reason, Sega completely half-heartedly added in items that you can buy and equip to improve Sonic's overall skills. But most of the more fun items aren't unlocked until like 5 seconds before the game is over. But at least this time around, they got the game's core fundamentals down. This is going to sound crazy, but looking back at Sonic Adventure, it was a broken mess, and it's taken Sega 12 years to fix what was broken about that game with this. Sonic Generations is a welcome return to form for the Blue Hedgehog. Its story is basic and pretty much forgettable, but the merger between classic gameplay and new age mechanics is what really wins the day. Sonic Generations is a great game. Sega is in a unique position because there are no other games out there that play or even come close to having the same gameplay as a Sonic game. Finally, Sonic has found his footing in this new generation of consoles. Now hopefully, Sega can keep this going and finally catch back up to that stupid plumber. My name's Quantum, and I'll see you later. Sega, where's the US Collector's Edition? What, only the Europeans enjoy themselves from Sonic? Make it available.